Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction show. In tonight's show, we are reacting to Ruben Amorim's press conference, the Brighton and Hove Albion game, and we're going to take a listen to the Brighton manager as well, hear what he's got to say about the game as well. Big up to every single one of you who's like and locked in already this evening. Much appreciated. Now, if you are new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? We are one subscriber away from 1,350, and we are 5 away from 300 on my second channel. So if you're into EFL, non-league and international football, make sure you are subscribing to our second channel, people. Link is in the title. It's also in the description. You find my extra channel as well in the description. And pinned on top of the live chat and in the description to the stream is my channel membership. Yes, I have a level 1 and level 2 membership, people. So if anyone wishes to join the YouTube membership program today, you find all the information pinned on top of the live chat. But big up to every single one of you who's live and logs in already this evening. Much appreciated. Now, Ruben Amorim, it's going to be interesting to see what has been said in this press conference. Probably a load of PR banner and match waffle, but yeah, we'll wait and see what he's got to say. But, you know, my second channel is doing brilliantly at the moment. I mean, for it to get out to 300 subscribers would be absolutely amazing because, you know, I'm not on there half as much as what I am on here. So this is why I want to try and post as much content out on my second channel as possible. Like, I've been talking about the Blue Army a bit this week and the Green Army as well. Yeah, I did another stinker and hooks moment. And before we get started with the press conference reaction, I know I don't cover EFL on this channel, but I just want to give a shout out and a mention to Sheffield Wednesday. My thoughts go out to all the Sheffield Wednesday community and the club as well, because today they entered administration and been hit with a 12-point deduction. I wrote about that over on my second channel on the community post, so if anyone wishes to go and read that, then please do. But this is another example of fraud ownership. You know, we got to get these corrupt owners out of football clubs. It's as simple as that, because Sheffield Wednesday are another like historic football club who are being absolutely ran to the ground by corrupt ownership. I mean, let's get it right. And yeah, just nowhere near sustainable, people. So I hope Sheffield Wednesday can find a buyer soon. I really do. Right, let's get to what you guys are saying in the live chats. Down sorting. West Ham are awful. They're getting relegated this season. They look clueless up front. Shocking. Down sorting. Big up to you, by the way. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. I'd not be surprised if Welbeck scored against the former club Manchester United. Well, he's on fine form at the moment, isn't he? So that could happen. If Cunha does not score tomorrow, he will be 008 after the game. It's Roman Abramovich. Happy birthday today. Great Chelsea owner. Yep, 100%. Legendary. Good evening, Mr. aka Mr. Late High Standards. Quick quiz question to kickstart the live. X-Man United. EV. Ed JM. Oh, okay. JM. Who's JM? Okay, you put me on the spot already. Ah, Gordon Bennett. Who is it? JM. Who is JM? JM. Bollocks. Spanish. One matter. Big win for Leeds tonight. Yep, absolutely. Yep, straight away, as soon as you said Spanish, it rang a bell. Yep, one matter. Get him. Bash. Correct, mate. Bash. Right, let's get started with the press conference, shall we? Or shall I say the PRS conference? Let's go. Let's get started. Here we go, press conference. 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay.
The next challenge is Brighton. How are the squad and what are you expecting from Brighton tomorrow?
The squad is fine. We have some doubts. We had some issues during the week with Harry Maguire and Mason Mount, Knox, but nothing serious. We will see tomorrow. Leach is out. The rest is ready for the game. I think it's going to be, like always, but it's going to be a very difficult game. I think it's a team. Brighton is a team really fun to watch. They are really good on build-up. They are really strong on transitions in every aspect of the game. They are doing well in set pieces this season. So I think they are a team that it's really complete. And we need to be really smart and to face that game with a real focus on everything that we do because they are a very strong team.
And Fabian Hertzler, his philosophy and the way he coaches that team.
You can see.
Big up, Adam Partridge. Good evening, mate. Bash. Good evening to you. Cook that crawled ego today saying Arsenal the best club in the world, and if you want to be the best club in the world, you got to win the UCL Club World Super Cup. Big win for Leeds tonight. Yes, it was you, Anne. You okay, Josh? Right? Yep. All good, Adam Partridge. All good, mate.
By the way they play the game, really intense. The quality is there. They believe a lot on what they are doing, even under pressure. So I'm a huge fan of Fabian.
Hi Ruben, how do you balance the need to forget the Liverpool game while also maintain building momentum from it?
Yeah, we use the good spirit of winning games. We know.
I already forgot. I already moved on from that game on Monday. You know, I enjoyed the win on my birthday, but on Monday, I was back to being serious, people. Because that's how you should act as a realistic fan.
That was a good weekend for us, but our focus is in the next game. That is in the past.
Yeah, that I can agree on. It is in the past. I mean, if we lose to Brighton, then this win against Liverpool was... be count for absolute fuck all. Let's get it right. Your PR Sunday was hilarious, mate. Yeah, I know. I just felt shameless because it was my birthday. We just beat our arch rivals.
And we need to understand that football changed a lot, especially in this kind of club. So we are not thinking in the last game. We are thinking on this game is going to be really hard to win.
Unless you've got a surprise up your sleeve, we're expecting.
It will be hard to win because our record against Brighton is abysmal. About time we sorted that out. Seriously. You seen Yeti live, Josh, mate? Yep, I said big up to him earlier. Big up Hayden Cox, mate. Yeah, don't know, sorting. They're getting relegated, mate.
Bruno Fernandes to make his 300th appearance tomorrow. What can you say about...
300th appearance. I'll probably make a big thing about that. Bruno Fernandes, 300th appearance. I mean, so what? Yes, it's a good milestone, but don't make a song and dance about it.
Him as a person, a player, has he surpassed your expectations since you arrived?
I think it's a little bit different. What I was expecting, everything you read about the...
Conor Gallagher, I mean, I have no idea how I feel he came to my football club. Big up Adam, the quizmaster. 1, 2, 3, high standards. Yes, Adam Partridge, high standards. Well done. Well, old quizmasters, Josh was on fire last game, 5-0. Oh, I was. I really was. Mexican Grand Prix is a difficult race from the rest because it takes place at 12,000 feet above sea level. Yeah, high altitude, Yuan, so it will be challenging on the drivers. Anyway, let's continue.
Player sometimes is not that. You can understand sometimes, and I already spoke about that. The frustration that he feels is because he wants to help a lot the teammates. Sometimes it's not the best way, but he comes from a good place, and you don't know that when you are not here. He wants the responsibility all the time. He suffered a lot with the losses. Every time we don't win a game, you can feel it. That he take it.
Yeah, bunk beds. Reminds me of being a kid, mate. Love it. Yeah, I mean, it is a nice bed, but obviously I don't sleep on it anymore because I got my old beds back. So yeah, I sleep in the room where I used to always sleep in now. This is just an office now, and literally like a spare bedroom. Yeah, that's I sleep in the room next door. No, don't be sorry. Yeah, this is just like literally for when, say, my auntie stays over and that, but this is mainly an office now where I go on the computer.
Personally, as you should be, as a captain. He's a great leader, a great footballer. Let's see.
Besides, it's a high sleeper bed. So there's only one level, so you can only sleep on top of it anyway.
If he's going to reach that mark tomorrow.
Ruben, in the last 2 wins, it feels like they've been slightly different wins. What has impressed you the most?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can only sleep on top of it because there's no lower level because it's just carpet on the floor.
Well, maybe how much the team's improved compared to last.
I think it's the first thing we were again really focused on during the game. Then we play different games, so we have one identity, one way of playing, but we adapt what kind of game we need to play in the moment, and you can sense that the first half against Sunderland was not the same as the second half. We know how to manage that, and then against Liverpool, of course, we scored right away in the first play, and then we managed the game playing in a different style because was needed in that moment. That is a good thing, and then the spirit. And sometimes when you have a good spirit, you have that bit of luck that we need to win games.
I just wanted to ask you about Harry as well. He's scored so many important goals for you since arriving at the club. I know you also.
Oh, Bosh, big up to you, AJ. Good evening, mate. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. Please like this stream if you have not already. It really helps Mr. Joshy J out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps Mr. Joshy J out. Welbeck gets a goal. He could do daylight sorting. He's on, fine form at the moment. Excuse me. Yeti was doing a watch along for Leeds versus West Ham and having nice beers, Josh Ray. Nice, Adam Partridge. He seems to drink quite a lot of beer, but if that's what he enjoys doing, then fair play to him, yeah? I mean, I had a big, massive pint of Peroni tonight. Look at this. I'll just show you a picture on my phone. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Oh, look at that. Ho, ho, ho. That is what you call a pint, people. That's amazing. Oh, big glass of Peroni. Oh, nice. Big up AJ, mate. Arsenal versus Palace on Sunday going to be a very interesting game. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Big up Adam every time, mate. Where you go. Nice, Josh, mate. Miller and Carter. I had a lovely steak tonight. So look. See, look at this. Like sirloin steak. Peppercorn sauce. Onion bargee. Lettuce with a bit of Stilton in it. And I had triple cooked chips as well. Oh, that was gorgeous. And look for a starter. See, there's the lettuce with the Stilton cheese. Look, that's lovely. Where else? Just showing the calamari. Look at that as well. Oh, look at that calamari with sauce and a bit of lime as well. With my dad's mate, Adam Partridge. I went with my dad, that's my late birthday meal, because I always go out with my mum and my stepdad, so I also go out with my dad as well, just the two of us. The steaks looks amazing, and the garlic butter. I loved it, Hayden Cox. Absolutely loved it, mate. What sauce was it, mate? I think it's similar to like garlic mayonnaise with a bit of paprika in it. Nice, Josh, mate. Yeah, lovely. Right, anyway, let's continue.
Speak to Jason that his contract's up next summer. Would you like him to stay in the club?
We are really happy with Harry. It's not the time to talk about that again, because that gives the idea that we are thinking so far away. We are really happy with Harry. He's really important for us, but we need to focus on the next game.
You said Lissandro was not fit. Do you know?
Sensible questions. Actually, I have to give Ruben Amorim credit on this one. He just said it's not the time to be talking about contracts negotiations. Oh, fair play. I have to give credit where it's due.
When he's likely to be fit, could that be before?
See, Mr. Joshy J can give credit, people. Even though I'm very brutal on this football club, and rightly so. But when Amorim or anyone deserves praise, I would give it. And yeah, fair play. The way he responded there.
The next lot of internationals will it be after?
I don't know. He trained really well, not with us, but he was on the next pitch, and then I was watching also the training. He's feeling well, then he's responding really well.
Big up to you, Tony Larson. Bosh, big up, mate. Do you go on the Man United channel usually for press conference? Yes, I do, Adam Partridge, because they upload it on there. I don't think they were last season, but they do now. So, makes it easier for me to find, doesn't it? So you can listen in the background. Any memorable lines from the poet? What has he said? So far, this press conference has been not too bad. Ruben Amorim, he'll bring the glory days again. We'll back him from the Stratford end. Ruben Amorim, he'll turn the Reds. Here we go. Oh, look who it is. It's Drake, the legend. Josh calls out PR. Too fucking right. Drake, are you trusting the process? Yes, he is one, Hayden Cox. He does trust the process. We're going to beat Brighton. Hopefully, mate. Don't get... yep. I thought you said that for a second there, but now realises you had a Partridge. PSR, PR, actually in the bin, Josh. Absolutely all gets in the bin, yeah? What you've done to the beautiful game in this country is a disgrace.
Also, I don't want to say one specific day or 1 week. I don't know, but it's near to start the training with it.
I love that XG. Oh yeah, what's that smell? Bullshit. You hate it as well, Hayden Cox. We got the XG in the league. Ruben Amorim killing it. Jim Ratcliffe trusts him. Like XG in it, Josh Ray. Absolutely, Adam Partridge. Yep. And what? Yeah? You could have the highest XG in that. If XG counted, we'll be top of the fucking league. But we're not, are we? The only thing what matters is the scoreline at the end of the day.
Team, and then depends of the rhythm of Licha, if he wins the place or not. That will depend on him, but he's closer to return to trainings.
Just on Sunday after the game, I know you had a smile on your face,
but stop swearing. Nope, absolutely not. Why are you crying? We create good chances, Josh. I'm not crying. No way. What, me saying that HC and GA is relevant? What, is that me crying? Come on, get out of here, Drake. I know you like to troll around, and you got a good sense of humour. Do you miss the Leeds versus West Ham game site? Did you, Josh? Right? I watched it. Adam Partridge. There's about 13 minutes added on time in the first half. Crazy work.
You said the media should carry on with their narrative. Does the team feed from that when people doubt you because people have doubted you? Does that
no, what I mean is that we cannot change so much. I think they asked me about top 4 in the end of the question, so I don't want to change so much with the difference of 20 centimeters. If Gakpo shot 20 centimeters here, the narrative would be completely different. So I just want to maintain some calm, some direction in what we are doing. That's what I mean. There is doubts. If you are a manager in this kind of club, you don't win a lot of games, people are going to doubt you, and they have reasons for that. But my point is...
Yeah, absolutely, Adam Partridge. Yeah, that'd be fun, won't it? You'll be doing the Man United games on Monday in a few weeks. Yep. I don't see Manchester United getting top 4 in this season. Nope. Never will I trust the process, Hayden Cox. Never in a million years. It's overhyped. It's all PR. And yeah. Troll, good heavens, no. To be accused of trolling, how frankly, I was discussing football like any subject. And what I mean is, you got a good sense of humour, you know. Don't take any offence to it, Drake, you know. That's what I meant. You had a good sense of humour. That's what I wouldn't mean you being horrible or anything like that. You know, what I mean is that your sense of humour is good, mate.
View is that we need to be clear on our path and not changing so much because we win one game. That's all.
Hi, Ruben. It's probably the first time I've been in a press conference since you walked through the door at Manchester United, not being asked about your system. It obviously comes down to winning the last 2 games. Well, I wanted to touch on Harry Maguire and his form and how he's turned his career around at Manchester
United. Josh Drake is on the wind-up, mate. Hey, his sense of humour is good, 100%. The key word is support. Back the manager and the process. No, not the process. No chance. Too much PR now in football, isn't it, Josh? Like 100%. Way 1,350 subs. Bosh. Let's have a look. Yes, we are on there. Bosh. 50 to go until 400. Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you, whoever's hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. The road to 2K is on soon, and we're nearly at 300 on my second channel. So come on, people, help my second channel get up to 300. That'd be amazing. Link is in the title. It's also in the description as well. Let's fucking go. Oh. Wow, 17 watching. That's quite impressive. Rattersox is slowly turning. He was celebrating the win last week. Same as me. I was celebrating the win, but the day after, I was back to being serious again. But yeah, whoever hit that subscribe button just now, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Yes, it is Hayden Cox. It's amazing. But, you know, it'd be an amazing achievement when I get 1,500 and then obviously 2K. Then the next big ones. Yeah, of course I am Hayden Cox. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Right.
And his form and how he's turned his career around at Manchester United. That was.
It was quite cold this afternoon, Adam Partridge, in that chilly wind. Flying off 300 on your other channel, mate. Yep. I sure am.
Yes, I think it was good for him to play with the three center backs. I think he feels more comfortable. He can play. He doesn't need, because he plays in the center, he doesn't need to go to the side so much. So sometimes you help some players with the way you play. Sometimes it's the opposite with some players. So I'm really pleased. I think he's not young, but he.
Oh, 100% Adam Partridge. 100% it's better than the hot weather.
He can learn a lot. He can improve. I think he can be so much better with the ball because he has that quality and he needs to show that. And nowadays, with the set pieces that you see, the amount of men that you put in the box, every cross from the opponents, and everyone is playing like that. He's a massive player for us, so I'm really happy. But he needs to continue. That game is in the past. That goal is in the past. Let's move for the present and the future.
Ah, that's the end of the press conference. Not much to call out on that one, really. Just, I have to give Ruben Amorim credit, like I said. Literally, he said it's not the right time to talk out the Harry Maguire contract switch. That's sensible. Come on, guys, let's get Josh to 2K. Bash. That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely amazing. Right, let's listen to what the Brighton manager has to say. In fact, before we do that, I see you scanning that membership tonight, people. Yeah, it was one of the more sensible press conferences Adam Partridge. No, I didn't really have much to call out on at all. Oh, congratulations to Josh. You earned yourself a Mr. Joshy J membership once again. Congratulations, mate. Yeah, another Josh. Yeah, he's been a member once before on here. Well, let's listen to what Fabian Hertz had to say, the Brighton manager. Now, I'll probably ask him, what's your thoughts on Manchester United? Like all these journalists want to know how Manchester United are getting on. Seriously. It's like, keep your nose out of our football club, yeah? Seriously. Yeah, the wooden scenes last night. Oh yeah, it's the Green Army. Too right, Adam Partridge. Absolutely seething, mate. Nowhere near sustainable.
Start by getting some team news. What's the latest with Diego Gomez? He was spotted in training after coming off against Newcastle. Is he going to be fit for Manchester United?
Yeah, I think he will be also spotted tomorrow in the Old Trafford, so he will be able to start this.
And what about Brian Gruder, Caro Matoba, and Joel Veltman? What's the latest with them?
They're all close to the team, so maybe one or two of them might be available tomorrow. So we really have to go training for training because they don't have like big issues. It's really like small issues they have, nothing serious. So really have to go.
Yeah, I know, Adam Partridge. It's like they're so nosy.
Symptom adapted, so I can't say that they all will be available. I can't say that they won't be available. So we have to see really today how it's going, and then we have to make a decision.
How important is Caro Mitoma in a game like this? He impressed at Old Trafford in the victory there last season, and having the two wingers really made an impression there.
I think Caro Mitoma is helpful for us in every game because he has a special quality. He's always a danger for the opponents. So for sure, it would be great to have him in the team. If he's not available, we won't complain. We will find solutions. We have other good players. There might be a chance for Tommy Watson. There might be a chance for other wingers who are in our squad. So I'm sure we will find solutions if he's not available. But for sure, we try everything that he will be in the squad because he's a game changer for us.
Danny Welbeck's 2 goals against Newcastle has prompted talk again of him possibly being called up by Thomas Tuchel, an England recall. How strong a case has Danny Welbeck got for an England recall, do you think?
Again,
how strong a case, how strong an argument do you think he's got for an England recall?
I didn't talk to him about that, so I'm sure that he's only focused on.
Again, sensible question. Why would he want to talk about Danny Welbeck potentially being in the England squads again? Fabian Hertz, fair play.
Performing well, and that's the only thing he can influence, and the rest it's nothing what is in his hands, so it's nothing what he can control. It's only about performance in life. It's only about improving, that you get better like every week, that you are ready to play on the highest level, and I'm sure that Thomas will watch him, but I'm happy that I see that England is progressing well with Thomas, so I'm sure that he makes the right decision, and let's see what he will decide regarding Danny.
Have you had any discussions with Thomas Tuchel about not just Danny Welbeck, but some of your players and the England team in general, and how he's getting on?
Why would he be interested in having a discussion with the England's manager? Or seriously, he wouldn't. Because he's just focusing on his own team, Brighton, Fabian Hertz. I mean, what are we doing here? Such dumb questions from these journalists, seriously.
Sure, like it's not a regular exchange, but if we have time, we are in touch.
Thumbs up from me as well. Is a young manager like Ruben Amorim? Yes, he is, Adam Partridge. He is another young manager.
We don't talk specifically about our players. It's more about general football discussions. I really appreciate his opinion and how he's doing for the England national team. I congratulate him to qualify for the World Cup, and let's see what England can achieve in this tournament. But I think it's always good for me as a young coach to have an exchange with these kind of coaches. They achieved a lot, especially also Thomas, how he worked for England, how he worked in England for
Yeah, I know Adam Partridge. Why are they asking him so many questions about, like, if there's any Brighton players being called up to the England squad? I mean, he's just focusing on Brighton, so I don't understand that. I really don't.
For Chelsea, it was just impressive. So it's always an exchange where I can learn from.
Just finally on Danny, in terms of talk of an England recall, what do you think he could offer to an international squad now? You talked about him being a role model for the players here.
And I think there are always two perspectives how you have to see Danny. The first part is like on the pitch. So he's a goal scorer. He has a special skill when it's coming towards the opponent goal to
Do your Sean Dyche impression, mate. Rip from a new asshole talking England, Josh, like, yeah, not the same way Adam Partridge. That needs a wooden spoon, honestly. I don't have a wooden spoon face, so I use a ruler instead. Yeah, wooden spoon that. But Josh is texting a girl. Do your Sean Dyche impression, mate. Wow, my Nottingham Forest picks up a win last night by playing Brexit football. And we eat bricks, we eat woods, we eat gravy. Do you think West Ham needs a rebuild, and what players would you sell? Right. Excuse me. Yeah, they definitely need to rebuild. Downright sorting.
be in the right position, to have a very clean finish, to have like a smell where the ball might come down to finish the attack. So they had like a special skill, and on the other side, he's a very good connector. So he takes care of his teammates. He tries to bring the different cultures, for example, we have here in our squad together, to bring the different agents we have here in our squad together. And I think that's just very important for a very safe environment, for a good environment, for a good culture. And therefore, I'm really happy that we have Danny Welbeck in our squad, because he covers on one side the part on the pitch, but he also covers the things regarding team culture beside the pitch, and that's very important for being successful.
Carlos Baleba posted after the Newcastle game, good team win, and I'm feeling like myself again. How confident?
Josh is a flirt. Oh, you're on form tonight.
Are you now that he's settled down after his somewhat patchy beginning to the season, and do you think he's now going to kick on and show his best form?
I think it's very important to understand. We saw a lot of really good actions and really good behaviors from Carlos against Newcastle, and I'm very.
Mr. Joshy J, just back the Manchester United team, Mr. Joshy J. Trust the process, Mr. Joshy J. Fuck the process.
Pleased to hear this from you. So I didn't read it because I'm not on social media, but I'm very pleased to hear that he feels, and that's always the most important, how the player feels, like that he feels that he's getting back to his own. And now it's about all the behaviors, all the actions he showed against Newcastle. Make out of these behaviors like habits, and you only can make out of these behaviors, out of these action habits, if you do it consistently, if you do it like daily business, every training, every time you come here on the training ground, try to show this behavior, and then you get habits. out of these behaviors and actions. That's his next step, and I saw him training this week.
No, you don't get any time in football these days, Adam Partridge. You get no time whatsoever.
And it was impressive, and I feel also that he's getting more and more back to his shape, and hopefully he can continue with this performance tomorrow.
Do you have any concerns that playing against Manchester United, obviously given their interest in him at Old Trafford, might affect him a little bit? Is he fully focused, and it's not going to be a distraction, all the transfer talk? Is it during this game?
I think it's also the next step for him as a person, for him as a personnel.
No, I'm not Adam Partridge. Chippenham Town are playing at home, but as Manchester United are playing at 5:30 and that, I'm just gonna chill out, have a quiet afternoon before the Man United game starts. I'll keep an eye on it on my phone. Must win for the Blue Army, honestly. Against Dagenham and Redsbridge, we have to win that game. Otherwise, if we move further away from safety, it's good night.
To overcome these rumors, to overcome this noise, because in the end it's
just have a nice quiet afternoon.
Only noise that tries to distract him from performing for us from Brighton. And the main thing, and it's not only for us here regarding his development, it's in general.
Yeah, I'll go to another one soon, Adam Partridge. 100%.
For his career, really has to focus on the things he can influence, and he can't influence the rumors, he can't influence the noise around him. He can only influence the things he's doing on the pitch, the things, how he asks for the ball, how he's positioned when he receives the ball, how good are his angles, how much effort he shows against the ball, how intense he can be against the ball. These are all the things he can influence, and that's the main thing where he needs to focus on, and the rest is just noise. The rest is just like things they try to distract him from his performance, from his development, and that's something what he has to avoid. And then I'm sure that he will.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For us tomorrow.
And just on Manchester United,
here we go.
Do you think that they've improved recently under Ruben Amorim, and what areas can they be a threat to you?
How do you think they improved under Ruben Amorim? What areas do they think they could be a threat to you? I mean, as if he's got interest in that, seriously.
I think they play a more direct, a more vertical style, so more long balls trying to target, and more trying to target Česko, going with a lot of players for the second ball, try to win the second ball, and then continue on the wing with Diallo, with Dalot on the other side.
No way you talk about a club now, Josh, mate. Brighton went over £100 million for him.
Trying to attack the box with a lot of deep runs. Of course, they have a really good individual quality in their team. They can change the game with one action, with more momentum. So every player from them, especially in the front, can decide the game with one action. No matter if it's Fernandes, no matter if it's Mbuemo, Mount, Česko, Cunha. So you can mention all of them, all of their players. They have a great individual quality, and therefore they're always a danger for us. So we have to be staying alive for 90 minutes. No matter if we're in possession, out possession, or we have a set piece for us or against us, because they can score within every phase, and I think that makes them so dangerous. This change of game, very vertical, very straightforward, a lot of deep runs, a lot of players attacking the box, and also being a danger with set pieces.
Thank you.
Hi, Fabian. Ruben Amorim will be trying to do something for the first time tomorrow. He hasn't won 3 Premier League games in a row since he's taken the job. Why do you think there's been a bit of a struggle there for him?
I think that's not my job to comment on that. The only thing what I can say is I'm really looking forward to compete against one of the best managers, and I think he's one of the best managers. Of course, it's not an easy phase or easy time for Manchester, but he proved it already in the past how good he can be with.
After the win over Newcastle that the club put online, how do you make?
We can't win over Brighton, can we, Josh? Right? No, they seem to be our bogey team. Yeah, that's a lot of money they want down like sorting. I agree, mate. A lot of money.
Sure that your passion translates to every player each week.
Living it every day. So I always try to emphasize that it's a privilege to be a head coach in the Premier League, to be a head coach for Brighton, and I can do what I really love. I can follow my passion. What you would say, it's just my obsession. So I really want to think like every second about football. I really want to deal with the football topics every second. I want to try to make the players together with my assistant coach, together with my staff better. We try to create a culture where we can be successful. So these are all things where I try to think and to speak about football. So that's how I try to live it. And then I hope that this spark or this fire I have inside transport to others transferred.
Yeah, it sounds like he talks very well, Adam Partridge. Chelsea got Sunderland at Stamford Bridge. I think we'll win 3-1 because we are in great form. And what's your score prediction for that game? I'm going for the same scoreline as you. 3-1 to Chelsea.
Well, that's of course. There are also much more staff members, much more players here in this training ground who have the same desire, the same hunger, the same passion.
Excuse me.
I think the more people we have, the more it's getting spread.
Who will win the Premier League in 2026? Liverpool or Manchester City for me.
To others, and that's what we try to do. On the one side, it's always pressure. It's always like a big media focus on what we're doing. But the other side, I always try to say to my players, like, you have to enjoy it. You can.
You're going 2-0. Okay. I'm going 3-1 Manchester United.
Do what you love. You can follow, I say, your hobby. You can follow the things you do since your whole life. So I want to see the joy. I want to see the fun. I want to see the passion you have for football every day. Because if you don't enjoy it, if you don't have fun together, and as an individual, you can't perform on your highest level. So that's why I always try to emphasize it, and I try to live it every day. Sometimes it's...
Yeah, hopefully I'll get my prediction right. But all I want to say is a win, really, Adam Partridge. That's all I want to say. Who will go down with West Ham? I reckon Leeds might go down, and possibly Brentford.
It works works better, sometimes not, but you always have to keep pushing, no matter how many times you fail. Always go again, and try to find solutions.
Someone who's clearly enjoying his time here is Jan-Paul van Hekke, 100th appearance from the club last week. How important is he to you? Kind of, do you see him as a future captain, and do you think the feedback and the way he goes about it is a bit under the radar?
Oh yeah, I forgot about them out of Partridge. Yeah, it's not looking good for them, is it? I think they'll go down as well. It's not looking good for Wolves at all. It really isn't. Such a shame.
So yesterday I learned a new word, and I tried to spell it right. It's called discretionary effort. So discretionary effort was explained to me is like if you go over and above the things I expect, and I think Jean-Paul van Hekke is a prime example for that. He's going over the things or over the expectations I have on him. On the pitch, always 120%. Beside the pitch, like a great personality. And you can see it in his development. So when you follow his past, where he came from, where he went through, where he's now, you see like a really like consistent development, and that's because of his attitude. That's because of his mindset. So his effort is always above the things you can expect as a coach, and that makes his
that's right, Adam. You do, mate.
He's a Dutch guy, so I also like his like very straight and honest opinion. I think that's always powerful in a team, and therefore he's one of my leaders. He's in the leadership group. He tries to take more responsibility and more ownership this season, and I think that's the next step for him to not only be a great performer, also try to be a leader in this squad. And we are all pleased to work with him, and hopefully he can continue like this.
Fabian, for all those reasons, would you like him to commit longer term to the club in terms of being the next Lewis Dunk, as it were, who's someone who's been over this club for so many different years? Would you like to see that from Jan-Paul van Hekke?
Of course, like great players, great personalities are always welcomed in this club, and I think there are some prime examples with Lewis, with other players who were here for a long time, who build like a legacy, and I think Jean-Paul van Hekke can be one of them. But the main thing is really that we try to make sure that he can perform like he performed the last games for us, that we really focus here in the present, don't try to focus in the future, try to focus on the things he can influence now, and these are his performances, these are his like developments regarding his role as a leader, and then I'm always pleased when I can work with great players, great persons, and hopefully he has a long and bright future here in Brighton.
Jan-Paul and Lewis are the only two out.
Sorry about that, people.
Your players that played every minute in the Premier League this season. How crucial is their partnership as the sort of bedrock of your maybe the success, particularly defensively, in the last few weeks or so?
Yeah, for me, it's very important to build like connections and relations on the pitch, and you can only build this when you have a consistency in the starting 11, and that's always what we try to aim for. Unfortunately, it's not always possible, so you have like small issues, small injuries, so you need to adapt. But I'm really big on building these connections, because on the one side it's like building a connection on the pitch, but also building a connection beside the pitch. And when you have this trust to each other, when you have like this relationship to each other, you make this extra meter for your teammate, you make this extra mile, you go into this extra personal duel, because you want to sacrifice things for each other, you want to suffer for each other, you want to be there for your teammate, you want to cover his back. And I think that's so powerful to build connections and relationship, because it really means something for them being together on the pitch, and that's something what we try to continue building on and off the pitch, not only for the centre backs. I think it's very important for the whole team.
Okay, that is the end of the press conference, people, for Brighton, Hove Albion. Now, Fabian Hurtzer, I got to say, he answers the media very well, 100%. Ruben Amorim's press conference today, I didn't have much to call out, really. You know, I always want to his better press conferences. I mean, the only thing I can call out really from the Brighton one was journalists yet again asking, what do you think about Manchester United's this and that? It's like they're so nosy, and the opposition managers, really, they got no interest what they think of us. So, yeah, they're completely wasting their fucking time, if you ask me. But there you go, and it is what it is. These journalists, they'll carry on doing it, unfortunately. I'll keep asking the opposition managers, oh, what do you think of Manchester United? It's like, get out of here, man. Seriously. What are we doing here, people? Yeah, that. Again, I don't have a wooden spoon, so I'll use a ruler instead. Yeah, wooden spoon, honestly. Or absolutely does my head in when they keep asking, oh, what do you think of Manchester United this? What do you think of Manchester United that? It's like, fuck off. Seriously. Do one. It's like these opposition managers, they want to worry about their own club. They're not bothered about us. I mean, let's get it right. Dear me. It's embarrassing. Like, sort this shit out. Joke, honestly. Disgracia. But yeah, big up to every single one of you who's lying logs in the scene. They're much appreciated. Now, if you do enjoy your Manchester United content, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button, people. Do you think Nuno will get sacked? No, not just yet, I don't. But if they keep on losing matches, then probably. Because football these days in the Premier League is a brutal, brutal, brutal business. All things United. All things United, Josh, mate. Yeah. Act on this weekend as well. Yes, it is. He doesn't usually post any videos until after the game. So he posted anything else? No. But yeah, it's in Mexico. But it's going to be very strange, you know, without Sergio Perez this year. But he'll be back next year because he's joining for Cadillac. West Ham got Newcastle next week. They have. They have indeed. It's going to be very interesting. I mean, Newcastle aren't exactly in good form themselves, so who knows? Eddie Howe's job might be on the line. I like Eddie Howe, but obviously Newcastle, with this ownership, they have big expectations, and them to be down about 14th or 15th, you know, not stable really, is it, by Newcastle? So yeah, big up to Ryan G. Bash, big up, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. I hope you're well. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your weekend as well. But big up to every single one of you who's lying for locked in this evening. Much appreciated. Now, I am going to be wrapping this up now, people. Thank you all so much for watching. We are going to be redirecting to Yeti. Yeti, yep, he's still live. Here we go. Oh, hang on, that's wrong bloody string. Black's sake, stinker and hugs. There we go. Yep, he's still alive. Like Josh, right? So make sure when you join his YouTube channel, you put Mr. Joshy J Raid. And don't forget, Glazers out, Enios out, Amorim out, and brown envelopes in the bin as well. Bye-bye. We're out of here, people. Bash.